it pissed me off. It just, and the worst part is, as I'm sitting here, like, I have seen every single one of you motherfuckers snap at the weirdest thing, and I never judged you. I just said, no, different things set different people off.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even worse. Who the fuck are you to judge me when I have literally never.
Alright, well, now that we have sufficiently gone over our timer...
It's not too bad. We've been 10 minutes over before.
We have. This is Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9003, everyone. Welcome to it. It's gonna be a fucking ride. Now, before we begin, however, I want everyone to feast their eyes on my new background. Yes!
What new background?
Oh god.
What is the fucking delay on the stream? Well, of course you did that. I finally decided to look that clip up, by the way, because I'm like, well, as an American, there's only one way to do the phrase "hey hey," and here come the Japanese completely fucking it up, and yet it's still interesting to listen to.
Wait, how did they mess? Okay, first of all,
would you like me to send you the 1 hour?
Yeah.
Would you like me to send you the 1 hour loop that someone made for this?
I mean,
yeah, sure,
yes,
just
but
drop
how?
it.
Hold on a minute. How is "hey hey" supposed to be said?
Hey, hey.
Have you never heard "hey hey"? You never heard that? Is that just a Southern thing? Is that just a Southern girl thing?
No, I just wanted to be clear because I have heard it said different ways.
Okay, well, the Japanese VA does it the exact opposite way, and it really throws me off.
Japan is terrible at accents. More at 11.
It's been dropped in weeb garbage.
Yeah, it should be.
It's a 2-second clip, by the way, that they just looped for an hour.
Why?
I mean,
1 hour,
yes,
1 minute, and 12 seconds.
Do you know what you can tell there? Someone is a non-native speaker. The
right.
end.
So also before we begin, I'm gonna shill out Gray's and I's new story.
Oh gosh.
Gray, however, is the one writing the majority of this, so it's okay. It's actually
Yeah.
gonna get written.
Oh, good. There's
Poor
hope
man.
for it.
Poor Gray.
It's pretty much like 90% Gray and like 10% me adding a scene or two here or there and making sure that it's legible. Not legible in a manner of like spag, but legible in a manner of a normal person can look at it and go, ah, yes, I understand what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Because,
I don't speak well.
Gray is fully aware that he'll phrase things in very odd manners at times, and I'll just sit there and be like, I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm not sure anyone else will.
Yep.
Yep.
We've been over this before, me and Gray.
No, well, you're fine, Remy. The only thing that you're bad at is, like, English.
Writing.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, me and Gray have been going over the phrasing stuff since 2016, probably?
2016, 2015,
now, there's a solid quote to get starred, plastered everywhere. Arn, me and Gray have been going over phrasing since 2016.
Oh, God. I mean, that's about the last time phrasing was relevant, so...
yeah, you're not wrong.
True.
Alright, so what do you guys feel like starting off tonight with?
I feel like leaving and never coming back, but since I know you don't have any, Gundam.
You know what? I just might. Gundam. Nope,
What
that's
about
a
Gundam?
space battle story. Never mind.
What happened with Gundam?
He wanted a
I said-
Gundam story.
Yeah, I
knowing
said
that I
I'd
don't
like
have
to
any.
leave, but since I know he doesn't have any, let's start with Gundam.
Why is
I-
there a modding tab in the fanfic 9K favorite section?
What?
Huh? What? Sneaky, what have you got hidden in there that C8 saw that we didn't?
Wait, check all the way at the bottom. I think there's Nexus mods link.
What the fuck?
Oh, in the fucking.
Why is
What?
Factorio in here? What the fuck? Hold
I-
up. Wait,
Why isn't
wait.
it?
How did you
Where
manage
is
that?
it? Where is? Oh, that's where it is. It's right here instead of in the modded section. Yes, those are quite different folders. I see. Well
That's-
done, self. Truly impressive.
That's a new one, even for you.
I mean, look, I can't say too much. At one point, I was going through my art folders. I was going through the medieval section, and for some reason,
There we
I had
go.
a picture of Grand Moff Tarkin in there. I was like, Brain, why is this here?
Well, I have a
It-
modding. Oh, did I do that
Yep.
again? Fucking okay.
Yeah,
So
check
there's
the
a
bottom
link.
of the FAQ. There's a Nexus mods link there.
Oh, yep. Merchants and quartermasters. Yep, that would do it. The fuck back to where you belong. Just to say. Come on. Come. I don't want to hear shit out of anyone for this. For
So,
some reason,
who's
sometimes
excited
when I favorite
For
shit,
the next Dresden Files book coming out in 2 weeks.
it's probably gonna be good.
That's always the hope, isn't it?
And it's kind of great because the book got so long that he said, fuck it, and split it into another book. So the second part's coming out in September.
Now,
Wow.
because of that, we're gonna cover a DXD Overlord story.
Oh,
What
God.
does that have to do with Harry Copper's
Abso-fucking-lutely nothing, but, hey!
Oh,
Just making you say that.
Yep.
Oh no.
The
Alright.
true divine king above all other.
Yep.
That's the title for
This
you.
is gonna be something,
God.
alright.
Fucking. Ugh.
There's just something so
Oh my
professional feeling about
God.
having this mic now.
It really does make you feel a lot more professional, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, it makes me feel like I want to talk more just to use it.
That's good to hear. We could
Yeah,
always
yeah.
use you talking more.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. But
Damn it,
certainly
Max!
Feels like I should.
You had one job.
Anyway, so this is The True Divine King Above All Others by Dad90. It's a high school DxD fic and Overlord anime crossover. It's got 8 chapters, sitting at 205k words. It's got only a mere 18 reviews and 34 favorites. It's been updated over the past year.
Oh god. Damn. Imagine that. You're working on this fic for a fucking year, write 200,000 words, and you get 18 fucking reviews.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's...
I can't blame them for dropping
That
it.
feels bad, man.
That gets a fucking massive oof.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this man's profile is so long.
Oh, okay, here we
Dear
go.
Christ.
Oh,
Where the
oh boy! Oh, we got some fucking shade being thrown in the review section. I don't
Oh,
mean to be an
boy.
ass or anything, but quite a few parts where Azazel is seeing Issei is basically copied and pasted from a story 1 year ago called DxD Star Shooter Chapter 4. Imagine being so autistic that you read this guy's story and you go, oh yeah, 1 year ago I remember a scene exactly like this in this story. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
That's some dedication.
Let's see, here we go. Flame ignored like virus. Yes, the virus is you, bro.
The virus is
The virus
you, bro.
is you.
Oh,
I feel like that would make a good shirt. The virus is you.
I mean, the one just below it. drunk.
The summary alone is a massive wish-fulfillment, self-insert fantasy jerk-off. I can't even imagine how bad the story itself is. Do one thing at a time, for God's sake. Fair enough, fair enough.
Yep.
Let's see, blah, 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 Just by reading the synopsis, I now have a migraine. That is how bad this story is.
Oh boy.
Damn.
You're working with far too many
saltier than
characters.
Sneaky.
You're working with far too many characters that it becomes too convoluted to keep track of. There's also a problem of you telling and not showing when it comes to character motives. Far too convoluted. This story is a mess. Too many crossovers in this mix to be done properly.
That's always a fucking sign of quality. Wait.
I never understood the authors who spoil their stories by revealing Issei's fate. Not only is it bad, but it's also dumb because bash fics are the worst, in my opinion. That's a factual opinion. What is the point of adding American politics into a Japanese story when everyone doesn't care?
It doesn't even point out that this is technically a Japanese story that this fanfic should be written for. Just a story where no one cares.
Imagine middle of fucking
No one
DxD,
cares.
instead of
Also, Sneaky, would you like some fun facts about that High School DxD Star Shooter story?
Oh, sure, hit me with it.
It is 13 chapters long. It stopped updating back in November of 2016, and the user is named Abaddon the Devourer. That sounds familiar to me for some reason. And
oh shit, we've covered that story in 2016!
No.
Did we?
Surely not.
I feel like we did!
Surely that's not in the completed section.
Check
Where's Isley? Where's our archive?
No, that is definitely first year shit. Isley, where the fuck are you?
Good question.
Oh my god. No, I think we covered that story before.
I mean, you have the master list. You can check.
I don't, but I only started the master list after the first year.
Ah, fair enough.
Hey, you might want to check memes and shit posts. C8 left a gift for the Halo fans.
I saw. I'm glad. By the way, I'm so glad that thanks to the Master Chief Collection, you too can now be irrationally angry about that scene.
I feel.
The more you think about it, the more it's just like, how did this happen?
I feel like we've covered his story.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
Abaddon the Devourer definitely sounds like something. He definitely sounds like someone we would have seen before.
Oh, I totally feel like we've covered this guy's stories before.
I mean, you've been on the link before, so.
No, that was because I just got here from that link.
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough. Makes sense.
Anyway, is Max sick? He sounds different. No, Max got a new mic, my dude. He actually sounds like a person now.
The reason he sounds different is because the new mic is allowing you to much more clearly hear the sadness and despair that's basically a part of everyone on this show.
Indeed. What the fuck is this garbage? Oh. Oh, yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
No, he was watching the thing with Cat.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty good edit.
That is a really good edit.
It's a good edit. It's just every time I watch that cutscene, I'm like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Don't want to be an ass, but this story seems like you wanted to have a single character that has every possible bloodline in one. And you wanted to have it as a self-insert, but through proxy. I haven't read it yet, but I really just wanted to say it.
I haven't read it. Doubt I will.
Listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're garbage.
Now, I haven't read your thing.
Massive info dump, massive info dump. It's very
boy.
tiresome to read. Massive info dump. Interesting beginning. This story has my interest. There's always going to be that one guy where everyone's just like, wow, that's like shit. That's literally a pile of shit. holy crap, that is a actual physical
That
pile
is
of
a
shit.
flaming
And then
pile
there
of
comes that
garbage.
one guy that goes, "Oh yeah!" It's like, what the fuck,
Good shit
dude?
right there.
I would just say
And
it's
then you
like
have
I remember the
What
first.
drugs are you on?
I remember
All of them.
I remember the first green text I was ever exposed to. They made me go, "What the fuck was some dude talking about how he went home and he would shit himself and it was the best thing ever?" It's like, what?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
Wow,
No.
Max, that listening to that, a little clip of that, makes me die inside a little bit, to be honest.
What clip?
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah, I know.
that makes
'cause
me die
we-
inside a little bit.
We expect it one way, and the Japanese way is like, hold my beer. I got some
Yeah.
disappointment for English speakers.
Like, what the
Think
fuck
about
is that
it, she's not even saying
enunciation?
it in the like, I'll be honest. I expect like the way I expect to hear "hey hey" now is the way that Kamina says it in the English voice acting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Like,
fair enough.
or
That-
Seth, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or like the Valley Girl, like "hey hey."
Yeah, exactly. But the thing
Yeah,
though is
that's-
that stays constant though. Like
Yeah.
how she says it is hey 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 hey. It's like what the fuck?
To be fair, the context of the scene, it's meant to be a little bit creepy.
But
with
it's
the
not
context of the
creepy. That's
caption
just
scene.
like
We could not have guessed that from the
it's-
close up.
it's like
I don't know, the shading and the eyes. That
It's
comes
not
off a
no.
bit
Look,
creepy.
if I had a friend, and I do have friends, fuck you guys. If I had a
I was
friend,
gonna say I
enter a
technically am
room.
your friend.
If you had entered a room going hey hey, I would be liable to punch you in the stomach.
That's because you're unusually violent among your friends.
No, I mean, listen. If
Yeah.
someone came in, if someone just barged in my door like that, I like depending on which room I'm in at the
There
which
would
room I
be
was living at the time,
violence.
I would reflexively punch them like bam.
It's like what the fuck?
Wait, I'm sorry. You know what? That clip does its job then if it's setting off a fight or flight reflex.
No, it's not a fight or flight for me. It's more like a you deserve to be punched for saying that in the dumbest manner possible. That
No,
it
I
has
think he's
somehow
talking
offended the
because-
ability to English inside me. The very concept of English has been offended by your pronunciation.
Okay, now to be fair, we can't say that, Sneaky. We do every time we do that, the British cry.
The British mispronounce shit all the fucking time.
Sneaky, I hate
British
to tell
are
you this,
deserve it.
but they were the originals.
Yeah, and we're bigger.
Well,
And the
when he
British
puts it
deserve
like
every
that.
bit of pain
We
send
have
them.
more people. We get to decide what the language sounds like.
But yeah, I can only say hey hey one way, and it's hey hey people, Seth here. That's the only way I can hear that, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like I can hear it like three
Oh.
ways. The way you said it, the way that Kamina says it, and then
Oh,
the Valley
no.
Girl way.
oh no.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Oh no.
As
Oh,
the successor of
dear.
Ain's own gown, blessed by the Mother Dragon, current Queen of Underworld, and by one of the 10 gods, I think there's a lot more than 10 gods, as the King of Heroes and the Infinite Dragon God. Jesus fucking Christ.
Son of the King of Heroes
Oh,
and the
son-
Infinite Dragon. Wait,
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry.
Gilgamesh
The
fucked
fact-
a lolly?
I just
Okay,
want to
no,
point
I
out.
mean I
ba-
can
based
believe
on-
that.
Here's the thing.
Mm.
Based on what I know of Gilgamesh and the Infinite Dragon God, you think they would settle for each other?
No.
Because that's gonna happen. They're going to look. It's like, I'm not settling for this.
I mean, they could like fuck one time, make a kid, and then
At best, it might be a grudge fuck.
Yeah, no, listen, I was about to say, listen, I'm
best.
pretty sure every single time Gilgamesh has had sex in the Fate universe, it's been grudges.
There's been different grudges, yeah. I'm gonna stay out of that. I'm gonna stay out of that, chat. I'm just gonna keep pretending I didn't read those words. joined Deo Mugen Coyote, aka Dale Dominus, owner of the Dalesdale Dimmadome,
Yeah, what's that?
Okay.
as he leads 3 whole kingdoms. Wait, what the how? Wait,
Uh-oh. Guys, is this the War of Three Kingdoms?
how the fuck do you lead 3 kingdoms? If you like, I can understand if you're leading like 3 kingdoms as like the head of an alliance, but if you are physically the leader of 3 kingdoms, isn't that just 1 kingdom?
Yeah.
You know, hang on. I want to go back to the Gilgamesh example. I feel like he would do that just for fun, to say he did it.
I fucked the
But-
infinite dragon god. Yeah, no, I can no. You know, now that you say that, I can definitely see
He
Gilgamesh.
well, like that's part of his character. Like, well, as far as fate is concerned, that's part of his character. It's like,
Why did
yeah,
you,
sure,
Gilgamesh,
I can lead
you
3
burned
kingdoms.
an entire town to the ground. Why? Well, I hadn't done that yet.
And
Anyway.
they didn't pay their time. Well,
So-
that's probably
Personal
something Teenage
unions.
Gil would have done.
Yes.
Actually,
Anyway, so not only to save the dragon race, I mean, it's not really a dragon race. It's more like just dragons. They don't have kids. They're just existing.
they just kind of are.
And well, in DxD at least, the thing is all of the named dragons from the various mythologies just are, sort of like how the gods just are. Like they,
one of those.
yeah, they don't reproduce. They don't even have sexes. They're kind of just there.
I have a rebuttal to that for this fic. Look
Okay.
at
Sorry,
the
oh,
bottom.
what?
You want to try that word again?
He's Texan. Let it go.
No,
He'll
I've
fight
met
you
Texans. They know how to pronounce rebuttal.
over it.
The only person that we've given up here is Sneaky. Well, no, we've given up on Sneaky's pronunciation and Nose's racism.
Yeah, we really have on that one, haven't we?
Like, listen,
there's not much we can
there
do
are
about it.
plenty of people on here who I think could use a lot of help, like Jorp and Arn, but Nose is the only
Hey.
one who's just blatantly out and out on stream.
I
It's
would
not
be
racist
if
if you
I
call
wouldn't
them a
get cake.
spit.
Look at
Oh.
right.
Oh,
If I could be
Hot
racist
takes
on
from
stream
North
without
Hand.
getting yeeted, I would be.
If you can speak it in Norwegian and we can't understand it, we can't really stop you.
I mean,
Shit,
that's
you're right.
true.
Mm.
But we can't just be like. But on the other hand, anytime he says something that we're not sure what it is, we'll just be like, banned.
You could.
Ju-
That'd be
Just,
racist.
just hit the preemptive mute button. I don't
That's
know what you
racist.
just said, but
Racist.
I don't know, Atin. Are you saying that speaking Norwegian is racist?
yes.
Damn.
Mm.
Vi lever i et rasistisk
That's
It's a
a-
language invented by white people, therefore speaking it is racist.
Says the English speaker.
Excuse me.
I don't really
We
think
spread
you can...
our language through colonization and diplomacy and improving the lives of barbarians. What did you do besides sit around and ski?
All of those things
Um,
except for the
it's-
last one.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean we're just
I'm
vibing,
aware.
having a good time.
Alright,
fishing and
now
shit.
that I've added the alcohol to my apple juice, it's time to keep going.
You mean the spicy water?
Yes, my spicy water.
The spicy water. Are we trying to bilk some Native Americans out of their land now?
Yes. We're just going to ignore that. in
Please move
constant
on.
answer. Anyway, so rebuttal, Gray.
Oh, Gray!
Damn.
wait.
I mean, normally people say that in my name, but okay, what did Gray do?
He got you saying it now.
Reboodle.
You reboodle.
I can ban him for that, right?
Yes, we have the power.
We have the technology.
We need Sneaky. We need to set the bot up with like an auto mute, like pronounced word, mangled the English language. 5-minute timeout.
I don't. Isn't spicy water just lava? Mm,
No,
Mm,
no.
mm,
no.
um,
nah. I say that
No.
about angry water.
Oh, spicy water would be much closer to, say, pepper spray.
That's angry water.
That's the angry water.
Yes.
Came from Florida.
Oh yes, the spicy water. It's hissing at me.
Oh.
Whee!
Oh, God. Anyway, so Gray, you were saying?
Bottom of the page currently for Dragon Race bullshit crap.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just DXD dragons, apparently.
Oh,
Ew.
of course. But also
Oh,
to
Dragon
stop.
Academy.
To wait,
God, it's been
wait,
so
fuck, wait,
long.
hold, wait. Also to stop Zareth Dragneel from plunging
Oh.
the world into infinite darkness.
Oh, good. We're going into fairy tale, boys.
Oh, we got more than fucking fairy tale here, boys.
No, I saw the list.
Quality cocktail.
It's a crossover between DXD, Overlord, Dragnar Academy, A Came Got Killed, Dragnar Academy, Fairy Tale, Is This a Zombie, Lord Marksman and Vandus, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Mage, and Testament of a Sister New Devil. And there's going to be more, which I will reveal in time. Oh my god!
You know what? I don't need this. I'm just gonna go watch Rune Soldier.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I mean,
Like, I'll keep the stream up, but I'll just
We're-
have Rune Soldier on in the
we're not
background.
going to be reading this, because, I mean, if you look at my scroll bar on the right-hand side,
Oh god.
we're not fucking reading this chapter.
Wait. Sneaky. Check
We'll
the
be here for
chapter
6
to
streams
word
if you
ratio.
try to read it.
Isn't this like 8 chapters and 200k words?
Yes. It's like, 40k?
25k chapter. Yeah, 25k.
25k, yeah, there we go.
Ouch.
Oh.
Anyway, there is, this time, however, we're going to do things differently. It's going to be focused on the worlds of Dragnar Academy, fused with A Came Got Kill, Vandus, Testament of the New Sister Devil, and DXD at the same time.
This sounds awful.
Okay, hold. So, A Came Got Kill is on a supercontinent, which means it is easy to fuse it with other worlds that also use supercontinents, so you can have, like, 2 or 3 maybe supercontinents in the world, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they decided to throw in Sister New Devil and DXD, which have an established world map,
Yep.
which is not a supercontinent. There should be throw in some Home Improvement or Everyone Loves Raymond into it.
Hey,
Having
you mock,
Ophis be a dragon
Home
maid
Improvement.
akin to Toru would be kind of interesting to see, not gonna lie. Okay, Yes, maid Ophis. I approve of this.
Yeah. Let's go Ping
Made
Raven's
a
Dagger.
lot.
let's be clear. Let's just take a dragon and just put it in a maid costume, an
Yeah, ping who?
oversized maid costume.
Raven's Dagger. I'm gonna.
Oh yes, go make him write an Ophis maid story.
Yeah, hang on.
As for Overlord, what if the world of that series was brought by one necromancer? Wait, was brought? What the fuck does
Oh.
that mean? Was
That's a very good
brought?
question.
So it was brought over?
No, it just says
Maybe?
was brought.
No, I know. I mean, adding the word over.
That
Or
doesn't really
into.
improve the
Yeah.
sentence in
Well,
this context.
No, I
No,
mean
actually, no, for
it
in the
would
full sentence, no,
establish
that's the-
how. But my main confusion is it brought into, like, was
Yeah,
was that
no,
reality
you're right.
pulled into the world? Was it brought over, like all the people got dragged into the world? Was it like bought out?
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
Snaky, reading the full sentence, even adding over into just does not fix it because we don't know where that.
Okay,
That
by the way,
world's supposed
Sneaky,
to be
you
brought
saying
to.
that now, I want, like, a shit post with, like, Zelrich buying out other dimensions to bring them to Fate.
Why did you say that while I was drinking?
I didn't know you were drinking.
Oh.
I can't tell if he's thrilled or horrified.
I'm laughing at because it's so fucking stupid. Who would even contact to buy a dimension?
That God, whoever's God in that world.
Okay, that brings up a whole lot more fucking issues.
Yeah. Oh god.
He's like, you know what? I've always wanted an angry murder lolly calls being X.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to fucking stop.
Oh fuck me! I just noticed how small the scroll bar was.
Yes.
Look at this long, eh?
I haven't been looking at the screen. Or, like, I haven't been looking at the screen much.
Good look at it.
It's-
Fair enough.
No, I've been doing grinding in Fate Go, trying to make use of the half off on interludes.
Understandable. Carry on.
Anyway, so
Need a better way to
Grace
farm
left
embers
it
and
bullshit
blazes
again.
in that game.
we're up by one necromancer who's also the current ruler of the underworld? Question mark?
Wait, why is that a question mark?
I don't know.
Either you run the underworld or you. This is not something you can go halfsies on.
And a certain girl named Mio Norus Lucifer, the daughter of the original Lucifer, who was adopted by the Gremory family, who would be next in line to inherit the title Demon Lord, even though that's not how the system works at all. And, let's see, the next one, but she's also the only devil to become a dragon breeder.
A special dragon breeder. Which raises a couple questions.
Oh, yeah, it actually
How
says
does it
special
work?
dragon breeder.
Hmm.
Dragon
What sets a normal
girls.
dragon breeder apart?
Sorry, what was that? Devil girls, fuck dragons.
I feel like you're trying to go with like the Dragon Tales theme song.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were about to
I'm
lead
sorry,
into.
I just immediately defaulted to that because dragons. But I was referencing the whole white girls fuck dogs thing. Devil girls apparently fuck dragons.
Let's listen. The less we say about that, the better off mankind is.
Like, imagine you're an adventuring party and you like burst into the dragon's lair and some fucking succubus is just getting rammed by an elder dragon and you're just like, oh.
Can we?
This is awkward. Can we come back another time?
No. See, I want to see the rogue be like. Shh.
Bard's
Be
like
very
strips
quiet.
clothes
Watch it.
instantly.
No, I'm trying to stab it.
Bard strips clothes instantly. Wait for me.
Oh god.
This is on my bucket list.
Oh, god.
Afterwards, in the party. Wait, what was on the bucket list? The whole thing.
Anyway. This is going to be an epic high school DxD crossover. That's gonna be one for the books.
In for the books.
The books of
Wait.
garbage.
That's going to be
Wait.
in for the books.
In for the.
I'm starting to think this dude is not a native speaker.
He
What?
can't even self-promote correctly.
It's gonna be in for the book. What does that mean? In for the books.
I don't know.
That's the question, indeed.
What?
Nope, American.
Yes.
Not
The
native
start.
speaker, indeed.
The start of this profile. Quote from Lao Tzu.
God.
Quote from Sun Tzu. Quote from Sonic the Hedgehog CD.
Sneaky, I told you this man's profile is long. It's just a bunch of scrolling. Get ready.
Notice.
Does anyone know where Birdie is?
Greetings to the what?
No.
She's probably running her own stream, trying to undermine Sneaky again.
Who, Birdie?
You know how she is.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, but she's not online though.
Oh,
I
Isley or
followed her.
Birdie? What? Who are we talking
Birdie.
about? Oh yeah, no, fuck
I'm
Birdie.
talking about an actual
Wait, no,
female.
don't fuck Birdie.
What? No! My God, no! Just no!
Hmm.
Wait, no to don't fuck Birdie?
No to the idea. Sneaky, stop trying to twist this.
I'm not
Do not
twisting
have
this.
im-
I
do
said
not
don't
have
fuck
impure
Birdie,
thoughts
and
about
you
the small
said
child.
no. And so now I'm really confused as to what message you're
I-
trying to send here.
I think you've legitimately confused Sneaky. I don't think he knows where he is at the moment now.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my alcohol.
Like,
That'll
Max,
help you.
You understood the implications of my statement, right? It was no to the idea of anything to do with Birdie on a sexual level.
Oh,
Just
God.
Sneaky was telling you not to think about doing it, and yet you thought about doing it for some reason.
Stop that, Atin!
Max, I swear to God.
The fuck happened?
I can't murder Sneaky because I can't be asked to go back to Vermont. I'm scared of that place. And the hippies.
Anyway,
Understandable.
I also don't know where he lives.
are you ready
but I know
for
where
this
you live.
cringe tier fucking quote from Sonic the Hedgehog? To live a life of power, you must have faith that what you believe is right, even when others tell you it's wrong. I'm sorry, that is the worst fucking take in existence.
Do you know who did things like that?
a lot, a lot of people. To live a
Yeah,
life
yeah,
of power, you must
Hmm.
ignore everyone that tells you you're wrong. Oh!
Nuke Russia, Mr. President. Please don't.
The
This
first thing
embodies
you
so
must
much
do.
right now.
Oh no. The first thing you must do to live a life of power is to find courage. You must be ready to reach beyond the boundaries of time. And to do that, you need to take the first step.
All you need
The
is
first step to the final solution, eh?
I didn't realize this was from Sonic CD, and normally I'm
Just
all
thinking
for
worse.
uplifting messages, but unfortunately that is not something you want passing around the internet right now.
Ignore everyone that tells you you're wrong. Seize power. Ah! Can we not?
Oops, looks like the Reichstag's burning down again. Imagine that.
How did that
How
happen
convenient.
a 5th time?
Oh god.
No idea.
Oh god.
It's like clockwork.
Every time the
Greetings!
German economy crashes, the right comes back.
It's weird how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. Who could have
Greetings to the fine folks that moderate this site. I, along with many others, have been writing on your fine site for years.
Sadly, the moderators have yet to ban you.
For some, are now suddenly finding some of the stories we've come to love risk being removed because they broke the rules. For some, that means a permanent loss. Well, I don't think we violated any of your terms of use. I mean, you did. The reason why your story is being removed is because you did. That is how terms of use work.
Sneaky,
That's
please
how
make sure you're
geoethics
reading
is.
the sentence correctly. He's saying he doesn't think he has anything that violates terms of use, but he's not sure. Because this is a fucking copy paste.
I'm
Yeah.
aware, and he is still agreeing with the sentiment that the stories that are being lost didn't violate the rules. Though that there are those out there never able to recover their story. I mean, that's sort of their problem. If you don't save your chapters that you post, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not like a space
Really?
issue. Like what? A fucking chapter of fanfiction written is like what? A megabyte at worst. I'm sorry if you don't have 7 megabytes to dedicate to your fanfiction. I think you got bigger problems, and you shouldn't be writing fanfiction.
Hang on. Where's one of those folders I saved all my shit to? You can get
I mean, I
actual
can just
numbers
go
on
directly
this.
to my Google Drive, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, first of all,
Same.
Google Drive exists.
Let's see. My drive. Let's see.
Well,
Let's
you
go
know,
with.
the biggest thing I have on here is 66 kilobytes, and that's because I had to format it to a completely different file type. The average is like 15.
Yeah. The image I have for one of my stories is larger than the skill sheet, spell sheet, magic system, character sheets, companion sheets, chapter 1, chapter 2, and future story ideas combined times 4 because it has all of my story ideas that I've plotted down. And that
Yay.
is less than 600 kilobytes, which is the size of the picture. So, I'm just fucking saying, if space issues are why you're not saving your chapters, you have bigger issues than writing fanfiction.
I would say, my question would be this. How much did you pay for your 200 megabyte hard drive in the
Get a
1940s?
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Oh, this is the really funny part. I don't believe we violated your terms of use, but there are those out there who could never recover their original story, and that is something I find worthy of legal action, since while we cannot claim ownership of a character, the stories are ours, and destroying them is inexcusable. Actually, author, if you had read the terms of service, you would have known... You would have known that by posting your story on fanfiction.net, you give up all rights to your story indefinitely and completely. So no, actually, it's completely within fanfiction.net's right to delete your story when you break the rules, because it's actually their story. And the reason why they used to do this... They don't do it anymore, to be fair, because they are done trying to support people. They used to do this because by claiming the stories as theirs, that protected you, the retard who doesn't read, from being sued by an angry author. And because of fanfiction's status as a non-profit group, they also couldn't be sued.
I would say, the only way a nonprofit can be sued is if they're proven guilty of violating
their nonprofit
lying
status.
about like whatever they're using donations for.
Yep.
We're using donations to help the homeless. Okay, but the guy who runs your nonprofit went on a 6-month trip to Tahiti, paid for.
Well, no, the thing is that nonprofits can get around that by paying their employees, but the part of that non-profit status is the fact that they don't make any profit.
Yeah.
And they have to declare literally everything that was bought, everything that was paid out, any services, anything. Any expense has to be listed, and that gets reviewed every year by whatever board they're applying to when they have to renew their non-profit status.
Well, it's supposed to. Lots of places can get away with it by just buying 6 million things.
More or less. Anyway, it's easy to add an MA rating. It's also easy to just move. You see, this is what I was talking about. They did break the rules because he's talking about an MA rating. An MA rating for the non-profit. One of the requirements is it has to be accessible to all ages for their specific non-profit status. The reason why there is not an MA rating on fanfiction.net is because that would violate their status. That's why there's a website called adultfanfiction.net for adults to post adult stories for mature adults with the MA rating.
So you can murder as many hobos in your fanfiction as you want.
That, relevant to the earlier discussion, is one of my triggers.
Really? Wow.
I'm trying to think, Max. What's the most triggered you've seen Sneaky?
He's seen me pretty mad before. He has seen me actually pretty fucking mad.
I have heard him rant so hard off of seemingly nothing, he nearly lost his voice after 30 minutes of just yelling. Like, I had to turn him down and set, like, other stuff in the background just to offset it. It was... I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember...
I don't either.
Wow. I just remember, like, wow. I've never actually heard him this angry before.
He is very upset.
It's even a simple requirement to just require a free membership to read the stories here. And it would cut down on anonymous reviews that were hateful.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't.
If the membership is free, people would just make bunk accounts. And it's just...
Well, membership is
free,
but
my point, though, is the author is saying that a
Yeah,
good way to prevent hateful reviews is by requiring you to be a member of the website. And my response is, people will just make hateful reviews either A, anyway, or B, they'll just make a new account.
Yeah, I
Like,
have,
listen.
like a dozen junk emails, half of which I completely forgotten what they even are at this point.
There is
Because
literally
it
an
was
app.
literally just to test free-to-play shit.
There is literally an app called Junk Email, and it just generates an email for 10 minutes to
There's
make an
lots of
account
websites
with.
like that too. Burner emails.
That's amazing.
Truly, mankind has progressed.
Whatever countermeasure you come up with, people will come up with countermeasures to that. That's just how shit works. When you try to set a rule, people will figure out ways around it. And you have to just balance it out. Is it really worth the time, effort, and money to do it? Murder? Yes. Smoking weed? Not really.
Yeah, it's just... My favorite is always when you're in... My favorite is when it's like, we have this thing that will work in technology. I'm like, you have no fucking clue how spiteful the internet is.
Like look at that. Remember that one company?
We have this new DRM that no one will crack within a month.
Yeah, fuck it, within a month. But no, like that new company that was like, oh, we figured out how to make wireless access points in your fridge so you can, watch shows or connect to emails or answer phone calls through your network. And fucking, was it within a week somebody had already hacked the entire system, used it as a pivot point, and changed the displays on every fucking fridge simultaneously in the Sears and Home Depots to play porn.
Humanity.
And then Doom, of course.
Naturally. Everything runs Doom. Even Doom runs Doom.
Well,
Even
it's like I'm
Minecraft
trying to
can.
remember what it was. Damn, what was it? Oh yeah, right. Like they're like it's like we've got smart fridges that can, tell you everything you need to do with your grocery thing. It's got like cameras inside your refrigerator to remind you about. It's like, don't do that. It's a terrible idea.
No, I hate that. No, I really hate that.
Yeah.
The only thing people hate more than that is when Amazon was like, hey, let us install a fancy doorbell that will let us allow people into your house.
Yeah, that was. I was just like, no.
Yeah, that one was not sure what they were thinking. Also, far be it from me, are we gonna actually get to a chapter of fanfiction? Because it is 7:52, and we're currently on this author's.
I feel
bullshit.
like if we're not gonna read the author's story, we might as well understand the author as a person.
Can we not?
The author.
In 8 minutes, I'll switch over to something else.
All right, fair enough.
I need more alcohol.
We'll go get some. No one's stopping you.
See, anyway,
I
so
already have some. I just need it in me.
Oh, there you
if
go.
you're worried about falsification of registration, having a disclaimer that This is, oh my god, this is peak stupid. If you're worried about people falsifying their emails for registration, simply have a disclaimer and people won't do it.
Well, no, it says there can be no dispute. It's like, that's not how that works.
That's my point though, Max, is
Yeah.
simply have a disclaimer. Like the ones they have before you post a story. And people just won't be able to dispute it anymore. Like we're doing right now!
Yeah.
It's... If you just post a disclaimer before you do something, people won't be able to dispute it. Even though that's literally what we're doing right now about the disclaimer you posted. Oh god, I fucking hate
Also, can I just say, looking at the quote-unquote signature part of this
Oh,
copy
I
paste,
recognize some of those names too.
not
Yeah,
I don't
same,
well, I
same.
probably would recognize some of them if I actually look, but
Draco, Halo, 117, VF Snake. Yeah, wait, what were you saying?
nothing, just there are so few signatures on this.
Yeah,
Also,
Final Black Getsuga,
Game,
Fenris
anime
27.
Game Master.
Yeah, I know
That's
it, yeah. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Ying the Nine-Tailed Fox. You know, it says something about how used I am to shitty usernames on fanfictions.net that I'm able to properly differentiate between some of these.
Oh,
with
I know,
spaces.
right? Yeah.
Just forest name.
Third Fang! Fucking Third Fang is on here.
Wait,
Who?
wait. Really?
Third Fang, the
Try.
guy who did Loops and that really shitty ass story. What the fuck is it called? It's a garbage story. But the only story from him that I even like is his What If I Just Want to Watch Porn All Day, which is a DxD story where Issei is super powerful and all he wants to do is watch porn all day. And so he basically tries to ignore the canon storyline because he just wants to watch porn.
I'll be honest, this seems like a pretty easy thing to do.
No, see, the thing is, though, is he actually writes that story really well, because unlike every other one of his fucking stories, it's literally easy as hell. And, like, it's completely different from the rest of his stories that are about, like, Naruto just becoming super OP and then crushing everyone beneath his heel. And this story is literally just Issei just wants to watch porn, and he can write that. And it's really easy for him, because it's not about him, Issei, just beating the shit out of everyone. Which his other stories are. It's just...
What is Issei's driving motivation?
Porn.
Porn.
Tits, honestly.
But anyway, so, hypocrisy... You took your steps, and parents didn't monitor their children, if that's even your concern. It's not their concern. If you even looked up to why they had that restrictions, they actually even answer why they have those restrictions in FAQs, and they've answered it before on different sections. They have a fucking...
I'm willing to bet there's an AMA somewhere on Reddit, even
there's
way
AMAs,
back in the day.
FAQs. They had announcement posts about this. They've explained why. Multiple times in different places. It's a personal view that I think I should be able to post absolute fucking horseshit porn to your website. And if you don't let me do that, you're in the wrong and I'm gonna sue you.
Thank God the American court system is not yet that debunked.
Yeah, I know, right?
Defunct.
And that's literally the entire thing. Update, important notice. Be aware of cyberbullies flagging stories and flaming them just to get them deleted because they don't like the author's opinions of the following. You actually can, however, report a story for lack of effort. That is actually a reportable offense on fanfiction.net.
Most based one.
I was going to say, unlike Dota 2, on fanfiction.net, a lack of effort is a reportable offense.
It is actually a reportable offense. I think that is the most base thing possible. I'm reporting them for a lack of effort. Now, don't get me wrong. Lack of effort reports will get absolutely no traction on the terms of priority for banning. But the fact that they even have that as a thing you can report a story for
Exists.
is fantastic. Blah blah blah. Site purging. Critics United will post on any stories they dislike and will get them deleted. Trying to cause purges. Honestly,
Oh god.
as fucking uppity as Critics United are, because I've talked to some of them before. Back in the day.
I was in their forum for some time when they were first.
As
making the rounds
uppity
of
as
this
they
stuff.
are and up their own ass, they did God's work. They got rid of a lot of really garbage ass stories that were just porn.
Oh no,
Nice.
man! Back when they first started as a forum and the quote unquote first purge happened, where it was stories that did not meet guidelines and actually were trash. I asked them a couple times, like, "Hey, I have this story here. Would you guys mind giving me some critiques? What you think I could improve?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And the dude who started the forum, and I was like, "Yeah, no, your story seems fine. Just maybe up the rating because you're dropping a lot of cuss words at random for comedic effect. So it needs to be M instead of T." It's like, "Oh, yeah, I can do that. Thanks."
Mhm.
Like they were pretty cordial people when they started out. I don't know about now. I don't even know if they still exist.
They call
might
their. I like this. They bleeped the word shit. They call these stories shit fix.
Because they are.
Because they are. They often
You
use
can cuss.
heavy sarcasm and condescension in their constructive criticism. Yeah.
Boy, do I need to introduce you to two of the best critics of all time. Siskel and some dude who insulted video games and will never speak of him again.
Indeed. Now, the head of Critics United even had a mature sex scene in her story, and I'm pretty sure it got taken down. Let's get one thing straight before you read any of my stories. I don't accept flames.
Can't handle
Okay.
criticism and anything
Also,
that says
you're
I'm
not
bad.
allowed to say anything that might turn readers off from reading my story.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. By that metric, me attempting to give you constructive criticism, pointing out
Yes.
flaws in plot and pacing, means I can't post that.
Yes. You're violating his terms of service, Max.
Oh god.
These
Really,
aren't
his
TOS.
TOS doesn't matter.
I know this is a harsh opinion, but please keep criticism to yourself. Besides, flames are pointless and won't stop me from creating stories. Let's see if that's true, actually.
Well, I mean,
Fucking
flames
Christ.
are for the
Oh,
most
yes,
part
back in the day when
pointless,
copy and
but
paste was a fucking thing. Oh my
Jesus
god.
fucking-
This just keeps
Oh,
going.
it just keeps going. Okay,
I told you, it keeps going.
Oh my god, he has like what 11
yeah,
stories
no,
down.
I have to give him credit. He's right. June 15th, last updated. It hasn't stopped him from writing. That's
Sadly.
unfortunate.
We truly
Oh
live in
god, he just
society.
fucking ruins everything. All's fair in love and war, seriously.
Fuck
Oh
you.
god, Mockin Key DXD Battle Busters.
No.
God, he just can't
Wait.
fucking help himself. Oh my
Oh.
god,
He's naked.
all of
Oh,
his
he
stories
does-
are like this. They're all like this. 35
Yeah.
favorites, 96 favorites, more
Yeah,
word
he's
count than
not
all of us
popular enough.
fucking combined with a single one of his stories. And he
Well-
can't get a goddamn favorite for the fucking life of him.
Yeah,
How-
like,
what's
his
his
first story is
oldest
genuinely the
story?
most
2013, it looks like.
Yeah, look,
I think I have
2013.
more on Seraph. What's
188 favorites.
Yeah.
We have more favorites on Gray's newest story. And we only have one chapter.
Oh god.
Oh.
Well, speaking of which, it's a post Golden Morning Worm Warcraft crossover in which Taylor is resurrected by the Lich King.
It's fun.
Hilarity ensues.
Okay.
I'll have to take your word for it.
So I'm not gonna read the whole fucking thing, as I said. We're just gonna get through the first. Okay, yeah, no, pretty much everything past the 100 rules of anime is just copy and paste. So we're just gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
Everything above it too, honestly.
I mean, this
Then
part
it
here
is-
isn't. This part is just
No.
pure fucking cringe.
No, the fucking Critics Night, I think I've seen it on like 5 different profiles.
Oh well, yeah, that part is too. Yeah.
Apparently,
That's
he's
thing.
27 years.
I'm
The
27 years old and I've graduated with a major of computer and information sciences, and I'm
Yeah,
now
it's always
going for a
class.
master's in
In
cybersecurity. Wow.
Which
Here
you're
are
gonna
some
do
of my OCs, mostly for Negama, and there are no OCs listed anywhere.
No,
Apparently,
One of his OTs is just the anime.
no,
Or
I
most of the
think
anime.
he's got them listed.
is it like in the middle of all the
halfway down?
copy pastes,
Yeah, at the bottom
or
probably.
are the 100 rules his OCs?
No. Oh god, imagine.
I don't know, man.
Hey.
I think he deleted his OCs and nothing
I
else.
think he
Thank God.
deleted his OCs. Yeah.
Which archetype, self-types,
Yeah, no, he deleted his OCs.
Yeah, they're gone.
How's it going, boys?
I would just like to
Okay.
point out
Oh,
that
kind of a
this
mixed
man is going for a master's in cybersecurity and doesn't even know what a disclaimer is or how free memberships can be routed around.
Oh
He
no.
truly is the corporate
He's
brain.
going for a master's in cybersecurity, and
That sounds like a boomer. Like an honest to God, like boomer.
he's 27, according to him.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh,
check
he's
what
one of
the
those
corporate
people
brain
who's
is.
got like old people brain. And so he's even older.
I
than,
feel
like...
personally attacked.
I don't think it's
I-
even okay, wait a second. You're too woke to be a boomer, okay?
No, I'm a boomer with a big iron, don't you know?
Yeah. Whatever. Still.
Sneaky, he's 29. Profile updated 2 years ago.
Oh God,
So he's 31?
no, he's 29 now. The profile was
Yeah,
last
but
updated
at
2 years
least-
ago.
Depends on
Okay.
how long he can go updated that part.
Yeah, that's true enough.
So,
Well, I mean, considering the bottom of his profile says he's 25, I can only assume he's never looked at his fucking profile again.
true.
Yeah.
His profile is so long, even he doesn't try to edit it.
That's the okay. Can I go on a small rant here? Why do people make their retarded ass fanfiction.net profiles that fucking big?
Because they
Like,
treat
no
it,
one
they treat it
cares.
like their MySpace
this-
profile.
Here's the thing. Going through high school, okay, I get it, especially if you're new to the internet like I was around that time. But when I got to college, I went and deleted pretty much all the copy paste shit I'd had in high school. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no,
I've
I
grown
don't
past
have any
this.
copy paste shit on my profile as far as I remember.
I don't
Yeah,
think you
I had some,
ever. I don't
but-
think you ever had any sneaky. Like the most you had copy pasted was just some random quotes from movies or historical.
But that's like
figures.
shit I actually found inspiring, not like.
Yeah, I
It
know.
wasn't even that many too. It was mostly just quotes from you guys and my roommates being fucking goddamn shitlords as usual. Like, oh yeah, you know, I
No,
think
I'm
Hitler hates
talk-
waffles,
no,
and
man,
that's
I'm
why
talking
the
about
Holocaust happened.
I'm talking about
I
before
literally have
you
one quote.
got
It
to
is.
college.
It's a
Mm.
token quote. That's it. That's the only quote I have on my profile.
I'm talking when high school you reviewed my Left 4
Yeah,
Dead 2
I
story.
really
Like there
didn't
was
have-
next to nothing on your profile aside from 3 or 4 quotes at the time.
Yeah, I kept it pretty barren. I still keep it pretty barren. I don't like the idea of someone having to scroll down to get to my stories back when I had them.
Oh shit!
well, I get
Stinky,
okay. So
it's
like,
been,
look at Orf's
it's
profile.
been 14
Right.
It's
minutes.
pretty
Stinky. We were
normal.
supposed to switch over. I forgot to remind you.
Wait, what was I supposed to what do?
We were supposed 6 minutes ago. We were supposed to switch over to an actual chapter, but we've been so captivated
Yeah.
by this time capsule.
Also,
Trash.
Stanish, I have to mention here.
Wait,
This guy
Wait.
has said that you're not allowed to comment negatively on his stories because that violates his personal terms of service, and because that will
Right, yeah,
turn
they-
readers off from reading it.
Yeah, hey,
That's
I want to point out, by the way, if this dude structured his if he structured his profile the way I think he has, which is like whenever he had something new, he just puts it at the very top. If
Oh,
he
God.
put his age when he first started this thing back in 2010, this dude's actually 35.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, that's a good point.
See, that makes a little bit more sense.
Underplayed
personally.
Creations asks, is OC Do Not Steal actually a thing? Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
so
we
mean
have
because
seen
people are saying
multiple times people unironically say, "This is my OC, please don't steal." And then, what was that one guy who outlined how he had like 7 seals on the true soul of his character? And
that. What
and-
are you talking about?
on this profile page of this guy for his fucking story, it was a Ruby story. It was like some anime crossover Ruby story. The guy had like dragon inheritance and like the 7 seals of Lucifer on his soul to prevent his true soul from emerging and something like that. It was the cringiest fucking shit I've ever seen.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I am intensely grateful.
his profile
I feel the same
page,
way.
the profile page for his character was longer than the intro chapter of his story.
Well, all right.
Okay, so let's put it in perspective. Look at someone's like Orf's profile, right?
Right.
It's pretty standard, I'd have to say. Like he has his Discord links, he has his updates on what's going on with his stories. It's nothing crazy from what I remember. Just do that.
Challenges, no, that's what I'm saying. It's simple shit. It tells you, likes, dislikes. This is my author. I'm inspired by this person or this person. Here's a challenge or two I thought of, but I don't want to write. And then you scroll down, and you're instantly at his stories. Like that's what it should be like. It shouldn't be their fucking MySpace page that's like going on forever, and it's got all these fucking wacky fonts going on, and it's blasting some fucking garbage ass pop song that you thought was cool, but you hid the embed link, and now no one can find where the fuck the play button is to turn that shit off.
My favorite part.
Speaking from experience, I take it.
Oh, I am absolutely speaking from experience, Max.
My favorite part was Sneaky. Do you remember the profiles that would be like, "Yo, I hit the pause button because this song is amazing, and if you don't like it, you're dumb."
Oh my god, yes. Oh, you have to read through my whole profile. The hints to the play button is somewhere inside.
Fucking kill yourself.
Oh my god.
What if you ceased existing?
What
That's
if you just stopped?
Just more of a plea to God.
What if you wrote your own suicide? Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh god, no, it's pretty fucking awful, my dude. It is pretty fucking awful. Right, so anyway, now that you're here, Stanish, we can actually move on to our next story. And what are your favorite series besides Game of Thrones?
It's a trap!
I don't want to tell you. Generally, Star Wars, Harry Potter. Although that Harry Potter one has waned a lot in the last 10 years.
Understandable, yes.
Let's see, Star Wars. Percy Jackson. I really loved as a kid.
That sounds great. You know why that sounds great?
I fucking hate you. Okay, let it be known to the internet.
All right, let's hear this, Sneaky. Why does this sound great?
Let's see. Well, we got a Star Wars Harry Potter story, or we can get some Percy Jackson Fate Stay Night up in here. Oh,
let's
no,
Percy
even
Jackson
better!
Fate Stay Night.
Percy Jackson Harry Potter!
Oh my god. Okay, I've actually read a couple of those, and they're such ass. They're
Squatter!
never good.
Squatter is great, but Squatter was apparently a jet. Like, I have not touched the Percy Jackson series. Like,
I started
the series
that. It's
itself,
actually really good.
and the fan faction, and so the fan fiction for it, and the series itself, I just picked up the fan fiction. I've never touched it before, and the series itself, I stopped reading like back in like 2008 or whatever, like 10, 12, no, 10ish. But it's just
Maybe
like
11 if you can't decide between 12 and 10.
no, because I specifically remember being forced into the basement in year 11, and then in year 12, I managed to get my computer down there, which was nice. So it was before I moved down to the basement that I was reading the Percy Jackson fanfic.
Okay.
Not fanfic, series. But I just picked it up, and thanks to Zeke's Flipper algorithm, one of the first stories it recommended me was Squatter.
Oh god.
And then Saltbreaker.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, this is great shit. Let's see if there's any more. Fuck!
Oh.
Yeah, Squatter and Saltbreaker are literally in the 1%, I have to say.
Yeah,
Dude.
0.1%.
The only thing, I have one complaint about Squatter, and it's the trope where adults listen to Harry describe his like abuse and then get like upset, and it's just a thing that I'm just tired of at this point. That is the only thing that annoys me in that story. Otherwise, it's perfectly written, and they don't fall into any of the other tropes I've seen so far. So,
well, to be fair though, the people that he's describing in Harry Potter Squatter, at least, the people he's describing it to is like the god of house, family, and home, the goddess of marriage, his mother. You know, like people that would actually care.
That's true. That's true. I'll give you that one.
And Artemis, you know, who's watched daughters suffer at the hands of terrible families.
Here's something.
Right.
Artemis doesn't like him still, though.
Mm,
and
exactly.
I mean, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
She really doesn't like him, and it's like, yes.
Yeah.
She's a bitch, a maiden goddess. She's not gonna like him. I mean, at least at the part that I've gotten to.
At the latest chapter?
No. I've up to
in the latest chapter, she
8 chapters in or
by the
something.
time of the latest chapter, she started to tolerate him, like grudging respect. Like, okay, you're not a complete shit stain, and you do try your hardest, but you are still a guy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I hate Artemis in a lot of stories because she leads to a lot of cucked behavior, like the type of white people self-flagellation.
Well, I mean, I to be fair, how Rick portrays her in the original series is very frustrating, and it's supposed to be, especially with how like the Bianca and Nico thing.
Oh, I love that.
You were supposed to dislike them.
So mad.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, Bianca, you fucking bitch. How could you let go of your little brother like that? Like, I was so angry at her as a big brother. I remember I was just like, fuck you, lady.
As a younger sibling, I was like,
it was a definite big what the fuck for me.
Assault against each other.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're gonna talk about Percy Jackson, let me plug in that Aphrodite is Yeah, if you're gonna plug in Percy Jackson, let me plug in that Aphrodite is the worst major goddess in mythology. Are we talking about Percy Jackson Aphrodite, or are we talking about Aphrodite in general? Because yes, to both. She is also unfortunately absurdly powerful in both as well. Because love is
one thing that I always hated about Percy Jackson was they glossed over the fact, oh, she's the goddess of love. I'm like, okay, but you're also forgetting the fact that she's the goddess of lust.
No, that is Eros.
Like, he first meets her.
No, that was part of her original job title, Sneaky.
No, I'm aware, but in Percy Jackson, that Eros took that over, god of lust and desire.
Ah.
Again, also, he meets her when he's like 11, and I'm guessing Rick was like, let's just, skate over this. It's like we don't learn about all the rape that Zeus has done when we first meet him. We're not like, yeah, no, Zeus, the rapist, like constantly raping bitches.
Yes, Zeus, the therapist. I mean, oh wait, hold on.
That's a really good one.
Well, what's the joke from Arrested Development?
I don't know.
I
haven't watched that in forever.
Never watched that anyway.
The dude who paints himself blue always makes terrible punch.
Tobias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He says the most unfortunate things. It's hilarious. Like his comedy, I probably think that that show survived so long based on his pure comedy in his tragedy. He's the saddest.
Is my stream not? No, my stream's working. For some reason, my...
It's fine for me.
Yeah, for some reason, my stream preview froze up, I guess.
That happens sometimes.
Yep, okay, there we
Yeah.
go. So, the final story for tonight, because there is no way in fucking hell we're fitting another one in here. Yeah, no.
Oh, what a
Harry
shame.
Potter, Son of
Lazy
Shadows.
stands so on schedule.
Harry Potter, the Son of Shadows. The twice blessed Half-Blood Challenge Response. Olympus, Earth, Underworld. From a world of lies, one shall come forth with the power to rule them all.
I
Enter
don't like this man.
Harry Potter, determined by
I'd
Thanatos,
rather not.
champion of Hecate, and son of Hold On, is that even possible?
Oh my
Dark,
fucking god.
godlike Harry times Thalia,
Who?
Yeah. No.
the daughter of
Oh,
Zeus.
right.
Tree Girl.
How about no?
Status completed.
Why?
18
By the way-
chapters, 75k words,
the way, sneaky
961 reviews, 3,300 favorites.
I mean, that's just people being pathetic. Sneaky, what I was gonna say was, since I'm sure you wiki dived this at some point, what happened to her after Percy Jackson ended?
What happened to who?
Thalia, Tree Girl.
I actually
She's leader
never paid
of-
attention to Thalia.
She's the leader of the Huntresses.
Oh, what was that?
Wait,
happened?
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zoe dies in the Titan's Curse.
Okay, great.
And Thalia basically is I don't want the responsibility of either destroying the world, so I'm sending it over to Percy and taking immortality.
Like an
You-
absolute prick.
Hey, I just discovered I got a get out of jail free card, and all I have to do is put someone else on the hook. Bye.
And the other thing though about that all is that was really odd to me is that Thalia hates the Huntresses because of the
Yeah.
whole, you know, Huntress, everything about being a
Well, I
Huntress.
think it's the idea is like she feels like they could be more of a force for good, but they really don't care about boys, and she feels like essentially just as let down
Well,
as
no,
by the other gods.
she's also against the whole oath they swear to Artemis, and how Artemis
Yeah,
can
she
just
doesn't like that
take
either.
away their immortality if they disagree with her, and she doesn't like the whole dogma they have going on with the whole men thing. Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
like, so I'ma sign up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Thalia.
it
Thalia
only
signed on the
comes to
dotted
that
line to become
very-
eternal jailbait. Yeah.
Now, see, now I want to write a shitpost where Astolfo joins and tricks them all.
That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Oh, look, my
Astolfo is
son, he
Astolfo.
loves Astolfo.
Oh god.
I love those memes. I love them so much.
I really
I think-
appreciated
okay.
the Netflix adaptation meme for Astolfo.
Oh,
Where
no.
they
I
made
think
him
I
a
remember
girl.
that one. Yeah.
No, wait, I'm sorry. Were they what?
You know what the whole Netflix adaptation thing where it gets like everything completely wrong?
Yes.
Well, someone did anime manga Netflix adaptation, and the Netflix adaptation picture was Astolfo as a girl.
Like an actual woman
Yeah.
instead of
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yes.
look, he only showed up in one anime and they did it correctly.
Yeah, I know, but they had like for manga they had the book,
Yeah.
the actual book of the Astolfo's legend.
Yeah, I get it.
So anyway, this fucking story.
Okay, but like, now I need someone who's actually talented to write that shit post because I don't know enough about Astolfo to care.
Yeah, I know, right? Challenge
we really
information.
need-
Oh, what?
There's some
Wait,
actually
what the?
good Harry, Percy Jackson.
This is his own challenge.
Oh, I fucking hate that when like they eventually just do their own challenge. Although, okay, it depends. If it's been like years and nobody has done it well, and you're just like, it's a good idea.
How
I
much
can
do you want to
understand that, I
bet
guess.
Artemis would be a TERF if Redoran wasn't the author? I mean, isn't Artemis a TERF? Is that not a thing?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she
Artemis
is.
is definitely a TERF.
Like
Artemis
100%.
is
Like
almost
that's
certainly a TERF.
it's like not even debatable. Like she literally can turn men into women if they swear to join her huntresses. Like that's actually a canon power in the PJO story.
Wait, what?
Yes. If a male pledges to be a huntress for her, then he gets turned into a woman.
I have
That's
no
how
memory
Nico
of
became a
this.
girl. I'm guessing it's later
I
shit.
do it.
What?
What?
Wait, what was that about Nico? Wait, hold up.
Wait, Arn, what'd you say, bro?
Nothing.
Wait. I have a lot of questions right now, and I actually do want them answered.
Too bad.
Arn, what? Arn, what? That's why I joined.
I do it. Is what I said.
God damn it, Arn.
And I said that's why Nico joined.
I can't tell if you're shit posting or you're serious, because it is Rick writing these.
Yeah, I was saying,
I
did
mean,
Nico actually
I'm
join?
pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure Rick though isn't writing these at this point. Like the difference
Yeah,
in like
that's true. Yeah, no,
someone's ghostwriting this shit. It's like Cursed Child, because like as much as we shit on Rick or
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling, they're good at writing for kids. Like they're generally good for writing.
Yeah. I
writing-
mean, that is. Yeah, it's something I've said for both of them, is they are actually very proficient authors. It's just unfortunate that they are,
Retarded.
yes. Anyway,
Yeah,
so,
and
challenge
I think it's-
information. Hmm?
Yeah, go ahead.
Challenge information. Every half-blood has one godparent, this we know. However, Harry is different, because Harry is different because of one reason. Through ways of the divine, he has more than one god for a parent.
I fucking hate this.
But he's still a demigod, guys.
So Harry Potter's a demigod test tube baby. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
sure, let's go
created
with
in
that.
a lab.
Zeus just couldn't get it up one night, so he just threw all the baby batter in, some kind of heavenly centrifuge and said, "Let's see what comes out."
All
No,
the
no,
male
no,
gods
no.
participated in a
Yeah,
giant
no.
circle jerk.
We gotta remember that Zeus
Harry
is a piece of
just goes on the
shit.
fucking
So he
divine
was running around. He was running
No,
around
listen,
looking for
it was
some food
Bukake
to
night
beat
up
his
on
meat
Mount
into.
Olympus.
And he did it. He beat his schmeat, right? And just jizzed into like a bowl of cereal. And then, Hecate came by and she was like, damn, I need a bowl of cereal, And she just ate the bowl of cereal, got his cummies, and now, there's baby Harry.
I'm gonna have
Okay,
to
but how's
ask
that
for you to
into
never
this?
talk again.
Sneaky
Same.
petition to ban.
No, we're not banning him. Even if that's a totally bannable offense, he's easy to torture, so therefore he gets a pass.
And we're just gonna leave that one out there on the airwaves.
Anyway, so the rules for this challenge. Harry must be light, gray, or dark.
What?
Okay, so you can write him however you please.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that even a rule then?
It's just okay. So just say write Harry's character how you
You
please.
covered the spectrum.
One of Harry's godparents must be a god or goddess.
What?
What?
I'm lost.
This is the most.
Does this
redundant
person
crap.
understand how to write?
No.
I am very confused.
I don't get this, man. This is like Arn trying to write some really complicated.
What's the
shit,
next
but he's
fucking
even
rule?
better.
Why? What is the
I
next
mean
rule
in
here?
English. Okay, calm down.
Harry Potter must breathe oxygen.
Maybe looking at. I can write things.
In
You motherfucker,
Spanish,
you haven't-
or not
you
in
haven't
Spanish, in
read-
English.
You've only read my fucking drunk shit posts, dude.
Again, in English. Okay,
Yeah.
calm down. You've
Tha-
gotten shit wrong in English. I've read it.
Thalia,
I get words
D'Angeloses,
wrong
or
occasionally, so
Clarice
do you.
must be
Retard.
allied with
Okay.
Harry.
Anyway,
I'm just saying, you have the excuse of being like from Norway.
Hey, shut the fuck up before I
Yeah,
mute
but-
one of you.
No.
Whoever is Harry's godparent is must break the ancient laws to interact with Harry.
That's like par for the course, though. Like literally every god I've seen in Percy Jackson
Does it basically?
essentially breaks the laws.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all,
Like-
let's be clear. The ancient laws were really only supposed to apply to the big three. Like, okay, listen, you helping your kid they're already your kid. That is enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
If
They
Harry is
don't
dark,
need any more, like,
what the
cheats.
fuck? If Harry is dark, Luke must see Harry as the new leading force of the new Olympus movement and pledge to serve him instead of Kronos.
Okay, but why would he choose someone like Harry instead of literally the Titan who was the king before Zeus?
I don't know, because this
Why
author's...
would he choose the guy?
Harry
who's
must
like-
be paired with someone.
Why would he choose someone who literally has done nothing compared to the guy who cut the balls off the last guy who was king?
I know, right? Tom
And
and
then
Dumbledore.
was ruthless enough to eat his own kids.
Yeah, I know, right? Tom and Dumbledore must be scared about Harry's godlike powers. The Horcrux
Okay.
must be destroyed unless Harry's other godparents use it to determine him as theirs. Even though I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Even though he leaves Hogwarts for Camp Half-Blood or a different dwelling, Harry must keep in touch with Ron and Hermione in Hogwarts. Sirius and Remus do not abandon him. Guidelines: Harry must be strong. Harry and Percy must be enemies. Master
You know what?
of Death Harry...
Let's make one where it's Harry, but he's emotionally strong. Just to annoy this person.
I mean, is it
Master of
powerful?
Death
Oh,
Harry.
No,
Harry,
he's just strong at one thing. You just do one thing that he's strong at. I'm strong
the
in this
force
area.
that determines Harry
He's really good at
is a
checkers, you know?
primordial. Harry saves Luke before Kronos gets him.
Little known fact, Poseidon was also the god of checkers in Central Park.
A prophecy is made about Harry. Slash!
What?
What? No, wait.
Slash!
Hey, hold
Are
on.
we getting gay up in here, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting kind of gay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
Guys, we're getting
wait.
dangerously close to reading Kingdom Hearts.
Indeed.
Wait. Hang on. I need to see if Sneaky missed something. Is that the don't do?
No, it's guidelines.
Hang on.
Forbidden's coming
No.
up.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. No, he didn't specify forbidden. But I'm fairly
Forbidden!
Sure.
Harry remaining a naive,
Oh.
malleable wizard.
Well, fuck me. Never mind then.
Harry's actual godparent being non-Olympian. Dumbledore, allies with Harry. Sirius and Remus abandon Harry. Other than that, it's up to you. Also,
So I'll give this author one thing. They are woke enough to show that Remus is kind of a piece of shit.
oh, is that so?
Yeah, because you know he actually abandoned Harry in real life.
Oh, yeah.
In real life.
Okay, so for those wondering where this
In
one
canon.
came from,
Shut up.
it's partially from the dangerous realm of creation, known as my imagination, and from the challenge idea that I made, which is also his imagination, so it's his imagination squared. I know that might seem scary and weird. Remember, it is fan fiction, so literally anything can happen, and if you don't like my story, you shouldn't read it.
Imagine that.
I mean, yes, but on the other hand, fuck you.
On the other hand, your story's bad and you should feel bad.
On the other hand, why are you writing?
I mean, don't get me wrong. We've covered Trevor's stories before, way back in the day. The Clockwork steampunk story with so much fucking purple prose in it that we literally died reading it.
Yes. Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
Birdie wants you to read some stories on stream.
I will certainly do that if she pays me.
And if she shows up for once.
I mean, I don't care about that at that point. If she's fucking paying me, I'll read it even if she's not here.
Yeah, but if she is there, then you'd be more inclined to read them, wouldn't you?
I guess. She'll have to pay me more.
True. True. Fair
That's
enough.
a way of putting it.
So what I'm hearing is I should use my free sub to get you to read one of her stories.
No, we already talked about this. Amazon subs don't count.
That's right, we did talk about that. Damn.
I would like to dedicate this story to my loyal readers and reviewers. My recommendation reads today are Convertus Dominus by Law Student 92 and Prince of Death by the Potters of the Future. Two very amazing stories by very creative minds. Second author's note. This story will follow through the events of Lightning Thief and Sea of Monsters. But, oh yeah, that's right, Sea of Monsters was a story, wasn't it? Pretty much
Surprisingly inoffensive, and I'll give the movie adaptation credit for getting the greatest actor of all time in there.
Who's that?
Damn, I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
I can only remember him as the guy who played Buck in ODST.
Look, Sea of Monsters
Nathan
was like a
Fillion.
giant blank spot for both me and, from what I'm reading about this fanfiction, also the fandom. Because the fandom doesn't remember Sea of Monsters either.
Pretty well.
Okay, well, the people writing the stories don't. Because they go straight from Lightning Thief to Titan's Curse.
It does feel like that sometimes.
They skip the entire thing with the Golden Fleece and getting Thalia back.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just straight from Lightning Thief to Titan's Curse.
How did she come out of the tree? She just did. Shut up.
Yeah, it's mentioned, like, oh yeah, you know, Percy got the Golden Fleece, and that's all they'll say about it before moving on to Titan's Curse.
They treat it like it's a bad
Which honestly, I personally felt like Sea of Monsters was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the fandom doesn't.
Wouldn't know.
I would say, well, especially because it adds some much needed characterization to what's her face, Ares' kid.
And yeah, Underplayed Creations. I'll read one story from fanfiction.net if you sub or go to my Patreon and pay me. Cause either way, or you can do a one-time payment. That also works too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Bear in mind, this is right. If you subscribe for like 20 months, once a month, that's a story.
Yes, and veto.
It's a for-profit venture. Remember?
For-profit and adventure. Yes.
Exactly. So if you contribute to the profit, then
This is a very capitalist stream.
It's a very capitalist stream. Yes, I will absolutely
never hidden that.
Monetize every last bit of this stream.
I mean, it's sneaky, of course.
Gotta pay for this alcohol somehow.
I was gonna say, when we get famous enough, you know what else we're gonna monetize? Guest slots.
Could certainly do that.
But we're ways off on that, so you people
That's
are
where
safe
I'll
for now.
stop with canon, because I have never read the books, I've only seen the movies.
What?
Oh boy.
What? That's weak.
Wow, that actually just like fucking disturbed my soul.
That's how it be sometimes.
You'll make it sneaky, don't worry.
Shit.
Oh, that was bad. Harry couldn't move. Semicolon. New paragraph. In his entire life, he had never felt as frightened as he did at that moment. But then again, he'd never been staring down the claws and jaws of a fully grown werewolf either. His worst, Professor, having been knocked out, and his best friends stepping out of the way with cowardice and fear in their eyes.
You know, I'm really glad I have this full bottle of alcohol right here in front of me.
As the wolf
Why are you doing
stood
this?
on his hind because the author did not put any fucking periods in their shit.
We would like to take this time to remind everyone that we are not responsible for alcohol poisoning.
We are not. But I am certainly going to endeavor to reach that point.
Yeah. Even though you're responsible for it. You motherfuckers.
As the werewolf stood on his hindquarters and continued to not have any periods in his paragraph, Harry felt Hermione brush past him. Her intentions showing courage and a hint of stupidity. Maybe it was the friendship he felt towards her, but Harry couldn't let it go. Grabbing her arm, he pulled her back before he whispered, "Let me. I'm his cub." Gah. No.
Disturb my soul.
No.
That requires a direct fucking shot. That requires like 3 shots.
Don't ever do that again.
Sneaky,
Why
you
would
roll
you do that?
48 con damage.
Oh, I'm fucking
No,
rolling.
No, that's
Or
psychic
sand
damage.
damage.
That was
That's psychic
absolutely
damage.
psychic damage right there. That fucking like
3
disturbed
shots?
my soul.
Sure.
All right,
Let's
3
go.
shots.
Fucking dude, let's go. Alright, that's fucking. Oh god.
That was pure
Woo!
ass.
God, I hate people. Oh.
2.
That was legitimately pure ass.
Oh fuck. Oh. Oh.
Mm.
And 3. Let's go. Come on. One more.
Okay. Mm.
And 3.
Come on, Sneaky. It's rent day and you don't have the money. Choke it down.
My
Sorry, that got
landlord
me.
is a 78-year-old woman.
This is
Oh,
Vermont.
God.
That changes nothing.
Choke that pussy down, boy.
God, please don't.
Some of us
With
slam down
fear
to, like, 20th floor. It's nice.
In her
Fuck
eyes,
you.
Hermione stepped aside, watching as Harry approached the lupine creature, his voice trembling.
Oh no.
Sorry, I can just think of what's his name.
The lupine
Lupine
creature.
horror.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of right now.
Oh wait, someone
Come on.
fucking hold on. I'll highlight this. Someone go ping lupine with it.
Fine.
Oh god.
That's fucking funny,
at
man.
lupine.
What a horror.
Oh, did Lupine fucking leave the server? Wow, what a bitch! Alright, well I posted it, so someone go ping Lupine with it.
Oh
Why
wait,
did
he
he
actually left the
leave?
server?
He actually left the server like a fucking
What
little
a
bitch!
pussy.
I'm surprised it took this
Pussy.
long.
Yeah, I mean,
We
why
did
did he
shit
leave?
on... We did shit on Spirit of Balance really hard. Or Spirit of Heroes.
I mean, that's deserved though.
I mean, I'll be honest, Sneaky. If I had to share more than 2 servers I currently do with you, I might think about leaving some.
yeah, that's true. I limit my exposure with this man to 1 server.
I mean, like,
It's 2 servers and a private message.
The
I
Juicio
don't-
here is a mod on one of the servers I'm on.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't have nearly the same problem. I don't know. Maybe I've been around more cursed people in my life.
I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, Sneaky's the single most cursed individual I know.
Yeah.
Facing the wolf, Harry asked. Mooney, are you in
Oh
there?
my god, fuck off.
The wolf seemed to inspect him for a moment, his eyes fixed on Harry with curiosity and surprise as he saw the boy in front of him. Oh yes. Reasoning with a werewolf. Now, of course you can do that, because that's what everyone else thought you could do until the werewolf bit them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this? Vampire the Masquerade? Where you
Yes.
can the werewolf can talk to you, but it's only interested in, eating you?
Do
Filthy
you?
Vampire?
No.
Do you recognize
from
me?
this fic, it feels like fucking you. You know what I mean?
Asked Harry, his voice trembling as he saw the claws and fangs of the wolf.
Oh, what mighty claws you
They
have.
would be the last thing he ever saw before Remus / Mooney pounced and, sinking his fangs into Harry's shoulder, he let out a triumphant howl as the blood of the young wizard filled his jaws, the taste was way too good for the wild-hearted predator to give up now. I just want to point out that not only is that a fucking paragraph again, but he put a comma after the and, but not even at the end of the series of events. He put it at the start of the series of events, and then put a comma after the and. So if you did the breakdown of a sentence here, it would be That would be the last thing he ever saw before Remus and Mooney pounced, and he let out a triumphant howl as the blood of the young wizard filled his jaws. Just completely skips the part where he actually bites Harry. All anyone could do was watch in horror as Remus gorged himself on Harry's corpse. The full moon being the final thing Harry saw as death came for him. Son of Shadows' story begins. Harry, a voice so soft and sibilant that it could have been made of the purest silk, seemed to reach through the darkness. Harry, wake up. Harry, you've slept too long, little one. Slept? Harry asked, feeling the dryness of his throat, while he also felt a strange, comfortable warmth beneath him. Yes, child, the voice answered, its tone soft and comforting to Harry as it explained, this is not where the great adventure welcomes you. Now open your eyes and look upon the world. Opening his eyes, Harry felt shock and disbelief settle into him as he found himself looking at the ceiling of the great hall, a strong floral smell clinging to his nostrils, while around him there were several candles burning low and an eerie, everlasting silence that clung to the great hall like spider webs. Trying to turn his head hurt the muscles in his neck, so Harry decided to go with the next best thing. Being as careful as he could, the youngest wizard rose softly and looked down, noticing his body was clean, apparently healed, and dressed to impress. Instead of robes, Harry was dressed in a tuxedo, because wizards do that.
Sure, why not?
Also,
Everyone knows wizards
I
have
was
mad
really
tuxedos.
confused. This author has yet to have a single paragraph with more than one period.
Yeah. Stop.
Periods are hard.
3,000 words. And this author does not have a single... 3,000 favorites. And this author does not have a single paragraph with more than one period in it.
God damn it.
I need the names of those 3,000 people.
Same.
I feel that.
Hardly the first time in your life that that's happened, Sneaky.
It's not going to be the last.
Get a Bitcoin assassin on the job.
Yeah.
Run them over. Multi scooters. Let's go, boys.
Listen,
Spoon?
America has
Okay.
not yet reached the point of issuing mobility scooters via the state, but I think we're getting close.
It'll happen.
Yes. And then
As
the
he
Bitcoin
tried
assassin
to
will
think
flourish.
about what was going on, Harry's eyes widened when he realized that his eyesight was visible to him.
What?
Harry's eyes widened when he realized that his eyesight was visible to him.
I think Harry's done a no clip through his eyes.
Ah, yes.
No, Atin, he
Yes,
can
this
see
was
his
the
cone
camera
of
from his
vision.
Hey, that's
That
gonna be
man's
super
also
useful for stealth games.
That is the most useless superpower in existence. I can see where I can see.
Hmm.
And it's not like anyone else can see where he can see. It's only he is able to see where he can see. And it's like, wow, that is the most fucking useless power to have ever existed. I always know what my cone of vision is. Oh god. Anyway, yet he couldn't feel his glasses on his face, risking the mother of all aches. The young and very confused wizard reached up to his face and punched his eye. Sure enough, his eyes were devoid of glasses.
He
What?
didn't. He didn't punch his eye.
All right, first of all,
Just
you
reading.
did not punch your own eye. Second of all, I feel like there are less extreme measures that could have been taken there, Mr.
But no,
Potter.
but you understand my point though is apparently he's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to touch my face to see if there's glasses, and I'm gonna risk poking my eye. It's like, just, do a swipe, forehead to cheekbone swipe. If you don't hit anything, there's
Or
no
just
glasses. Like,
Have an open platform.
I don't
Bang.
understand why you have to touch your eyeball to figure out if there's glasses or not on your face. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
Just poke
listen,
your eye out.
I know there's like you get so used to your glasses that like you don't notice them after a while. But that's
No,
a
I
bit
absolutely
much,
notice my glasses every second of my life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wear mine all the time, but when I do, I know.
I mean, I've had glasses since I was 2. I can literally just ignore. I literally ignore the frames 90% of my day until something
I
like this
can't.
happens, which makes me look at them again.
No,
Like,
I
oh yeah, the
physically
frame.
can't. I'm always
Yeah, I
aware of my
can't.
frames.
Same, except I don't have them on most of the time because I'm nearsighted and I use a computer most of the day. So
Fair enough.
that's how life be.
I'm neither. I'm just blind.
Yeah, I'm not. So
Yeah, I was gonna say your map awareness definitely proves that.
that's a you problem, honestly.
I was asked at work recently, like, "Oh, do you not see the stuff in front of you?" I'm like, "I literally can't." I know. I actually literally can't see the stuff in front of me. That's why it's such an issue. And the guy
Imagine
goes, "Wait, and we have you counting the money?"
By the way, a friendly reminder that our respective states were like, yeah, these dudes can have driver's licenses. They have no depth perception, but we'll let them drive.
And I'm like, "Yeah, the best
enough.
part about it is I'm dyslexic too." And he's just like, "How the fuck do you get your counts right?" I'm like, "That's a good question."
Sometimes
Trick
it be
answer.
like that.
I don't.
Question. Add out.
Answer.
Yeah, no, I think the best part about getting my license was I went in there and they're like, yeah, just read these numbers off. I'm like, I can't see these numbers. And they're like, well, you have to be able to read the numbers with your glasses off to get your license. I'm like, well, I can do it with my glasses on. They're like, no, it's gotta be with glasses off. And then the
Just
manager
look
like
at them with your
walked
glasses on
over.
and then remove the glasses.
No, then the manager walked over and then they started talking a bunch and they're like, okay, well, we'll let you do it with the glasses on. And I go up to the machine with my glasses on, and they're like, all right, read it with your right eye. And I got to like the third or fourth line, and they're like, okay, well, read it with your left eye. I can't. What do you mean? Like, I can't read it with my left eye.
I have the same problem.
Don't you have
like,
glasses?
There's literally one eye that is just like ass.
And I'm like, no, like I literally can't see out of my left eye.
Yeah.
And the person administering the test to me is just like, what?
I can read like maybe the top line with one eye, maybe. The other eye is pretty good. I can probably get to like the fourth one, but one eye is just like fucking ass.
And they go,
I
hey,
can read more.
we need a doctor's note then to say you can drive. I'm like, can I just call my eye doctor? And the clerk's looking at me like, what the fuck is this? So I call my eye doctor and I'm like, yeah, they said I needed a note from you saying that I'm allowed to drive even though I can't see. And the doctor's like, okay, well, put me on with them. I hand the phone over. The clerk's like, is he allowed to drive? And the doctor's like, yeah, he's pretty good.
I
guess.
love that you gave those staff members a story to tell.
Well,
And so the guy issuing me the license is just like, all right, well, by all technicalities, according to the state of New Jersey, we have to consider you legally blind on your driver's license. I'm just sitting there like, but I still get it, right? And they're like, yes. You still get the driver's license.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly over here.
yeah, I was gonna
Not
say,
even close.
it's like, listen, I went to get my license, and they're like, okay, please read the lines. And I'm reading, and they're like, okay, that's great. You got like 80% of the left side. Can you read the right? And so I literally pulled my head back, put my hand to force my left eye shut, and then I read, and I got like, I don't know, 40% of the way down the right one, and they're like, and I was like, hey, I'm getting a headache. Can I stop? They're like, I mean, that's enough to pass. So yeah.
But
And
it
I
gets
was like,
better.
cool.
It gets better though when I went in for my Vermont license.
Oh no.
Because they're like, oh, well, if you're getting your license, you need to read off these lines here. I'm like, I already have my ID. I just need it changed over to Vermont. And the clerk looks at me just like, yeah, alright, fuck it, we'll take it.
Hmm.
And did they ask any questions when it's like legally blind?
Nope, just passed it all through, and they're like, yeah, there are some notifications on your driver's license that we included over to the new file.
Oh, thank God for bureaucracy.
Oh my! I'll have to send to the two of you a picture of my new license at some point, because I went in for that license when I was blisteringly sick during the winter, like
Oh yes.
beyond fucking sick, and I had to call out to work, and I was like, okay, well I've called out to work, I have free time, I might as well get my license that had expired 6 months ago renewed to Vermont.
Oh, Sneaky, wait, was this the time when your face looked like it had been
When I looked like I was a recovering drug addict, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I was thinking of a more polite way to phrase it, but pretty much yeah.
that is now my new driver's license photo, with the fucking like receding hairline, the oily hair, and like the puffy red eyes. Yeah.
Oh, but Sneaky, you can't forget to tell them the best part. The like twitch that had developed because you kept having to like sniffle your nose.
Oh. Yeah. The transferring of the car deed was also pretty great. Because I had to fill out a shit ton of paperwork, but I got to a whole fucking stack of paperwork. I was just like, I don't have any information on any of this. And the lady's just like, oh, well, you need it. And I'm like, okay, well, hold on. Because I bring, whenever I go to the driver's, the DMV, I bring my entire folder of every last bit of paperwork I've ever received about my car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I just bring this fucking folder in, and it's like at least 100+ pages thick, and I just put it on the counter. I'm like, well, you are free to go through this. I already did twice. I couldn't find any paperwork pertaining to those sheets right there. And she just looks at it and goes, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to add a $20 surcharge, and we'll just pass over that. I'm just like...
By the way, that's how cars get stolen.
I'm just sitting there like...
Really makes you think, eh?
I'm pretty sure that paperwork wasn't optional. God, I love my country.
No, it is apparently.
See, I like to imagine that the DMV literally has they didn't have the paperwork and this is probably stolen, but we don't have time to prosecute them. Charge them $20 and call it a day fee.
I mean, it's even worse because this was the third time I had come into the DMV to try and get this car transferred over.
Oh no.
So, it was just like, oh yeah, this is probably not looking too good for me. Oh god. Anyway, so yeah, Harry wakes up fucking dead as a doornail, or from being dead as a doornail, and then he pokes his eye to make sure he doesn't have glasses, and then some voice is like, yeah, your eyesight's better, but that's not the only good shit that you got.
We also threw in a set of Ginsu knives!
Miranda, show him what he wins!
If you call now, I'll double the offer.
Now, Harry, you can either take all of these new benefits to your body, or you can take what's in the box.
In the box. Who put a dick in this box?
What's in the box, Harry?
Ginny's head.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Only our generation would get that.
Actually, I get that.
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
A shiver ran
Open
down
the
Harry's
fucking
spine
box!
at how comforting the voice sounded. What happened? How did I get here? I was being eaten. I saved you, little one. Your destiny is greater than you realize. Blah, blah, blah. Fate and truth. Blah, blah, blah. Rise up and reveal your livelihood. Blah, blah, blah. Child, have fun. And get out of here as fast as you can. But who are you? I am Thanatos, my child. I am here to help you until your true self is revealed. And then the Great Hall doors opened, and Harry's friends came into the Great Hall. And Ron apparently is a complete utter asshole, and was just like, yeah, let's go steal from Harry's corpse. There's no reason to even, like, care about him. He'll just lead us into near-death experiences after near-death experience. I'm getting what I deserve from his corpse.
What does his corpse have for you, sir?
Probably his, like, broom or some
Penis.
shit.
No.
Dick size, maybe. Who knows? Maybe there's some, like, dick exchange spell.
I'm sure there is.
Exchanges dickus.
Knowing Harry Potter, I mean, you know. You
Oh, yeah,
guys
there
know,
we go.
like,
There we
wizards
go.
didn't go to the bathroom.
Swishes dickus.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know,
Hermione
they're
invented
rolling,
it
right?
so that she could finally get some privilege.
Indeed. Stealing from him.
Guys,
Blah,
we gotta
blah, blah.
remember,
Sense of
J.K.
anger
Rowling,
Harry had.
There's no
What for,
toilets
Ron?
in.
Don't you know Harry risked his
No,
life?
remember, they eventually got there. They eventually.
Eventually.
I mean,
But
What
for
about
most
Ginny?
of time,
Think of the children. What about Ginny? She's acting weird ever since Harry saved her. He probably worked with you-know-who to replace her, and now it's not actually Ginny anymore. It's just his slave. What the fuck?
that's a fucking
Harry would never do that, Hermione argued. He'd talk it over with Ginny, you know that. What happened down there, if there's anything, it was your fault, not his. How is it my fault? Well, Wormtail was your pet.
How
they have blah blah blah.
I have several objections.
Blah blah
to this.
blah 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 blah. Harry's family trusted that rat. Harry saved your life. You'd be dead too, Basilisk. I saved you from that. Blah 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 blah. Hermione, I'll always look out for you, and with Harry's fortunes under my control, I'll have the means to treat you like an ack. Harry didn't need to open his eyes to know that Hermione just kneed him into the groin. This man seems really fond of both improper usage of semicolons and improper usage of colons.
And probably used a fucking big English language.
Yeah, basically, like this fucking entire chat. Like, if I
Anyway,
see a
just
semicolon,
I'm gonna go get dinner.
if I see a semicolon or a colon in a story, I just instantly drop it. Like, fucking instantly drop. I have no time for semicolons or colons in my story. There is almost a near never instance of, in a narrative, the use of a semicolon or colon. There isn't. And especially not in the dialogue. Nobody talks with colons! Except maybe Shatner or something. But Shatner doesn't count as human.
I was gonna say, everyone knows William Shatner isn't a human being.
Blah blah blah.
I feel like
blah,
George
Vernon.
Takei also is involved in that.
Probably, yeah, probably.
With his
Don't
odd
touch me,
speaking
Ronald
patterns.
Weasley. You are a vile man. I'll tell Cyrus what you've done. You won't be telling anyone, you filthy mudblood.
What?
Oh my god, he's at the end.
Why is Ron suddenly on the side of the
no.
racist?
Because
He's
Ron's
the N-word.
always been racist. Oh no, no. Honestly, canonically, Ron has actually been the opposite side of the horseshoe from Draco since day one, and Rowling's used him as that. In every single negative personality trait that Draco shows, Ron shows about an equal amount of that personality trait. but it is the only difference between the two is that Ron is a companion to Harry and is helpful to Harry with those traits, while Draco is an antagonist to Harry with those traits.
Damn.
Again, again,
they're proving horseshoe theory.
Yes, Rowling is actually once again an actually competent writer. Other really interesting bits is that the entire series of Harry Potter is a mirror of itself, in that from where he starts, it ends on the same sort of beat as well, and like the rise is one beat, and the fall is one beat, and she actually patterns her story in a very mirrored way, and it's actually extremely well done. Unfortunately, she's J.K. Rowling.
Who could have thought?
Anyway, so Ron
Unfortunately,
bashing.
she's just trash.
Unfortunately, Ron bashing is in this story for no apparent reason. I mean, honestly, Ron is just an asshole of a character in general. You really don't need to make him worse. Let him go now, or you will pay for what you said completely out of character Harry, as he snarled, causing a gasp from Hermione, while Ron turned, his eyes wide with shock, as the style of a certain spokesman that he saw on television last summer. What?
That's sports, man. I don't know what the fuck that reference is,
I don't know what that reference is. Harry rose from the coffin like a zombie, his eyes cold and dark, while his expression was one of rage. Ron, his hand wrapped around Hermione's arm in a grip of fury and cold intentions, released her and fled towards the door. However, without really knowing how or why he knew what to do, Harry gestured with one hand, causing the doors of the Great Hall to slam shut. Hermione's white as a sheet. Eerie black aura surrounding Harry.
No, Sneaky. Remember, she's black.
No, that's what the author wrote right here. White as a sheet.
Oh, I see.
That's kind of racist. She got the white privilege, though.
Eerie black aura surrounded Harry, and like smoke rising from flames, the aura rose above Harry's head, where it took the shape of a skull and crossbones, inside a pentagram, inside a blood-red circle, surrounded by another pentagram. Yes. No. Don't you hate it when your aura just makes a triple symbol?
That's not how it actually is, Sneaky. Skull and crossbones inside a pentagram, inside a blood red circle. That surrounds the pentagram. Commit dead. Please.
Are you alright, Mia? Said Harry, as he never used that nickname ever in existence. I'm fine. Harry, you're alive, but how? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not like you want me dead, Hermione. Of course not. And then Ron was like, whoa, mate, man, look, whatever she told you, it's all lies.
Talk about looting your corpse?
All of it. Lies. We're best friends.
I mean,
you trust me, man? I did. I did trust you, Ron. And then Hermione was shocked when black energy struck Ron, fixing itself around his body like a cocoon of shadows. Energy then lifted him into the air.
Guys? Isn't that racist?
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but black energy sounds very racist.
Oh yeah, it's about to murder someone too.
Ooh.
13/52.
As Ron was lifted up into the air, his
We got it, buddy.
Echoed through the Great Hall, either out of fear of Harry's resurrection or his power, while his hands and legs scrabbled through the air like a dancing marionette. Harry, please. I never meant to do it. I'd never betray you. You're lying, Harry hissed, releasing the power from his hand, where with another scream, Ron was grand slammed into the ground. But as he fell, he was steadied by a second burst of magic, as Harry watched the Git glide to the ground. Dumbledore kicked the door down, flanked by Snape and McGonagall, and, to Harry's relief, Cyrus and Remus, both who looked horrified but delighted to see Harry. Pop Cub!
No. I'm just gonna fucking say it. That is literally the worst fucking thing I've ever the worst thing about HP
It
is
burns!
those 2 words right there. Yeah. Like, genuinely, my blood alcohol concentration is like 100% right now, but fuck it, dude. I'm not gonna drink anymore because I would actually die, but I wish I could drink more.
Oh, I'm drinking more.
Purely because of the 2 words you just said.
Weak.
Shut the fuck up, Gray. You don't even drink. You try drinking yourself, you fucking stick, but it will snap in half.
Hey, don't make fun of Gray's emaciated liver.
I just did. Are you gonna stop me?
Emaciated, you mean?
Emaciated. Fucking-
Emaciated? No, his liver is a free liver, man.
That's emancipated, you idiot!
His liver is officially off age. His liver is
His liver
free
is
now.
declaring independence from the rest of his body.
I think your liver's about to
Knowing
declare
Gray,
independence from the
yeah.
rest of your body.
The liver autonomous zone.
the LAZ.
Do I even
Oh,
still
God.
have my liver?
Yes.
Yes.
You would be dead within a week if you didn't have a liver.
That
That'd be a
would be an
blessing, wouldn't it?
improvement, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
don't get me
maybe.
wrong, it would be an improvement, and I'm not disagreeing on that. I'm just saying, so the question of, would you still have a liver? Yes. You would very quickly know when you stop having a liver.
When the liver declares independence.
When your liver
Raises
declares
the black and red.
independence. And
Raises the black
seizes
and
the
red
stomach
flag,
in retaliation.
and then it devolves into crime immediately.
And then the liver murders the stomach, indeed.
Anyway, I have to go eat.
Alright, you eat food, you fucking
I enjoy food.
Yeah, fucking food, man. Who cares?
Oh no. Oh no. And so they
Oh,
ran
yeah.
forward and hugged Harry and spun him around in a circle.
Uh-oh.
Remus then stopped in
yeah.
front of Harry and meeting the boy's dark-eyed glare, he then noticed the symbol. Before anyone could stop him, Remus went on one knee where he told Harry, I, Remus John Lupin, demigod son of Apollo,
Oh my
pledge my
fucking god.
everlasting fealty and life
Death
to
cult.
Harry Potter, the son of the god of shadows.
Hey, yeah, I'd just like to say, maybe Hitler didn't do anything wrong.
In a video game?
Yeah, in Minecraft.
No, in real life.
That's him.
Shut the fuck up. We gave you an
At
out,
least
bitch.
say it in Norwegian.
Hitler gjorde ingenting feil.
Thank you.
Ugh. Your
Yeah.
elf language is disgusting to my ears.
Klapp igjen, din jævla negerfaen. Jeg kommer til å hive ut vinduet og dunke
I think I know what you said there, bad boy. I know what you said there.
Yeah, instantly everyone's
it was
like,
pretty
no,
fucking
we know
obvious.
what you just said. Hard
As a
R
black
in
man, I'm
Norwegian.
deeply offended, I'll have you know.
Too bad.
Oh god, Norwegian sounds like you like started the half of an English word and then just skipped to a new half of another English word.
I mean, they're kind of similar. Like, you stole some of our words and then we stole them back.
Indeed.
So, you know, that's how it turns out in the end.
Anyways, you just gotta write everything in Futhark to really distinguish yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know Futhark, so
Well,
Because,
are you even Norwegian then?
I don't speak Icelandic. I'm sorry, sir.
Didn't you found Iceland?
Yeah, but, you know, they went their own way. Kind of like you guys and the British, honestly.
Oh, I see. So they're better than you. I got it. Alright, I'll learn
Mm.
Icelandic then.
No, other way around. Other way around.
Ooh. I mean, they are more pure, to be honest.
That's a
Being
good
on
point.
an island.
I mean-
Iceland definitely has less migrants than any other Norse
Yeah, that's because the
country.
population is like 300,000. They're literally not even a city.
I love how annoyed he
Mm,
gets at it. But they're still more pure,
Yeah.
Eh,
No, that
I
definitely
Well, you
sounds
guys
more
are
pure.
disgusting, essentially mongrels.
says the fucking anchor baby. All right, dude.
Imagine being
That's
My
all
both.
parents
right,
are
you
legal.
back
They're
to
not.
order.
Imagine
my
being
parents
the
are illegal,
offspring of
dude.
a
Right now.
Swedish-Danish
They
combo.
legally immigrated. I'm
Mm.
just second generation.
Can't even
legal.
imagine being
Yeah.
Norwegian. Ugh.
My grandmother's literally my grandmother's Puerto Rican, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Puerto
Puerto Rico, that's
Rico.
Spanish, dude. That's Spanish. Who cares?
It's American,
Puerto Rico is a
Spanish.
Spanish word.
but it guarantees American
Hola.
citizenship.
Yeah, it
Hola,
does,
el
unfortunately. Should look to revoke that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Get back to the
thank you.
States.
I say blah blah blah. Bright flash. A wolf rose from his kneeled position and told Harry, "Before you say anything, please understand I know I have no control over Mooney. But if it's the last thing I'll do, I'll find a way to control it now." Yeah, after you fucking
cares?
murdered him for the first time.
Imagine that.
Thank you, Remus. He looked at Dumbledore. Don't justify this, Dumbledore. You let your potions master forget and endangered my life. And then
You let your potion.
Dumbledore's at fault, of course.
And then you let
Wouldn't the airport
Moron get it? Moron.
I am laughing very loudly.
Ha.
Wow, I am laughing as we speak. God damn. That is so funny.
Well,
I just
now
died.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm
Burger
done.
King
I'm
was
done. Harry, take a look at the hands of those you trust, but warn the greasy one that there is one who waits for him in the dark. Taking Civilus,
I'm gonna-
Remus, and Hermione's hands, Harry glared at Snape. Wait, how did he take all three? What the fuck? Harry glared at Snape before he told the man, "Watch your back, Snivelus. The shadows are coming for you, and they're
Oh my fucking
hungry."
god! Fucking kill me.
If you kill me at the same time, let's go down together.
Do you want to do it? Murder suicide, buddy?
Everyone
Yeah, let's
looked
go.
scared as
Bang, man.
hell, and Dumbledore goes,
It'll work like this. Since you're white, I'll kill you, and then I'll kill
Yeah.
myself.
Sure. Hang on, I have something for you.
That's pretty good. Then, before anyone could make any new move to stop him, Harry vanished into a burst of black flame. And he said, "Son of shadows," Dumbledore whispered, his voice edged by fear as he asked, "Oh, great Merlin, no! No, anything but that!"
Wait, did he actually say Son of Shadows?
No.
No, he didn't. Alright,
No.
cool. For
He,
the author?
he just said shadows are coming for you and they're hungry.
God, I'm gonna fucking commit murder.
Commit die.
Commit other person dies.
So, anyway, Harry teleported to Camp Half-Blood. And blah blah blah
I have
blah.
questions.
What's this place?
They
As magic
are,
users, you might be able to go through the barrier. Come on, Harry, I'll introduce you. Blah blah blah. They went to the camp's entrance. Blah blah blah. Thalia Grace. Oh yeah, of course. Remus just knows about Thalia Grace, even though that was like in 10 years. Like it hasn't happened yet. Like the story started in 2006 or 2010. I think it was 2010, right?
fuck. I don't care, honestly.
Well, the whole purpose of the story was to be written for Rick Riordan's son, and I think that was like either 2006 or 2010 the story starts in. So literally, it's like 12 years after Harry Potter, the current book that it's in, starts. The Percy Jackson starts, but for some fucking reason, Remus, who is 20 years older than Harry at the moment, knows about Thalia Grace of an event that hasn't happened until 8 more years.
I smell timeline issues. And they smell like gasoline. I wonder why.
I'm getting fumes.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Delicious.
Blah blah blah. Watch what names you say around here. Gods don't take kindly to lack of respect. Blah blah
I
blah
don't
blah
fucking
blah
care.
blah. Centaur comes up. It's indeed not Remus. 10 years. Cryon. Blah, Son of Shadows. Who's the Shadows, Remus? I can't answer that one for you, Harry. Blah, Mr. Blah blah blah. Cryon's voice reminded Harry of an old teacher from his primary school, Mr. Bruner.
Oh my fucking god.
Even though that was a whole
I'm
fucking
gonna-
country away.
A whole fucking ocean away.
How would a class reductionist look like in the world of Harry Potter? Probably OP
A
as
communist?
fuck.
I don't know.
No, it's a persona
cares?
term.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a person who breaks everything down to class and only
Yeah,
talks about
like,
like a
oh,
far lefty.
Marxist. Yeah, Marxist.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I don't know. You'll have to clarify that one then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Max, is class reductionist a persona term? I thought it was.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure.
Aren't you the guy that
I
loves
played-
Persona?
I've only played
I like
Persona
Persona
5.
4. I love Persona 4 Golden.
God damn
Persona
it,
5
man.
was okay, but I've only played those 2 games.
I've played Persona 5 and Persona 5,
I
the
haven't.
second release.
I play against
Golden.
Joker and
No.
stuff, and I
Yeah,
don't like
you-
say.
You should play Persona 4 Golden. It's got an overall better story and stronger characters.
Ah, ah, I would try it.
Anyway, blah
Look,
blah blah.
it's $20 on Steam
Centaur.
right now, so it'll
Yeah, I'm
probably be
gonna
on the
try
summer
it.
sale for like 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
I'm
no,
planning to try it,
no, no.
Sneaky, what's wrong?
Oh no! Oh no!
Sneaky, what's wrong? What happened?
What is a Son of Shadows? I can tell you what a Son of Shadows is. A Son of Shadows is a term for a rare form of demigod, who has 2 godly parents.
Godlike.
What?
What the fucking god, you idiot!
Wait,
No,
no, that's not.
godly. Godlike.
That's.
So,
That's
fuck the author.
still a god.
Yeah,
If you have 2
I
godlike parents, that's still a god. You are not a demigod.
I want to airstrike the author, honestly.
Like. Is like the dad a demigod and the mother a
That is-
god?
No, apparently his dad is Thanatos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone was scared by that reveal. Next chapter, Harry and
Oh.
Hermione meet Luke and Annabeth, who haven't even been born yet. But there's trouble at the camp. Heroes collide
mean-
as Harry and Percy have a showdown.
But
So
why?
it's fairly obvious that they switched the timeline, or
Yeah.
they just disregarded the entire fucking thing and just put Harry Potter and Percy Jackson at the same start point. I'd like to say
I hate it.
That's retarded. I want to shoot the author in the head,
Yeah, no, it is
preferably
the
with
dumbest.
something.
That is the dumbest
high
fucking
caliber.
shit ever. It makes no fucking sense. Though Pedro does bring up a good point. It's a possibility that Harry has 2 mortal aspects of gods for his parents. And okay, I'll
Yeah, but I'd
give
just
you
like to tell
that, Pedro.
about the Jewish question.
Oh my fucking god.
Anyway,
Shut up.
that's right, Stannis. You haven't seen my new background yet.
Oh no, I haven't. I'm not looking right now.
Oh, no.
So
You should look.
You should. It's,
Right now.
a thing.
It's
give me
definitely
a second.
a sight to behold.
You can skip it. Don't worry about it.
You can.
I
or you
mean,
can also.
they care so much, you know. I feel like I should for them. Let's see. Where the fuck are you?
I don't, right here.
Twitch.tv/truesneaky.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm on mobile. You guys know this. I have to look for you actively.
TrueSneakyNeville.
A
Oh my-
class
shut up.
reductionist is a real-world political term. I only brought up Persona because the author's insistence on shadows, which is the primary enemy in Persona. Class reductionists are a meme in the real world. In Harry Potter, it would be someone who hates the wizarding world for being fascist or something.
So as we said, Marxists.
I mean, we've already seen what Harry Potter the communist looks like.
Yeah. And also Harry Potter the Objectivist, which is arguably one of the best stories in existence.
Harry Potter reads Ayn Rand is probably pretty good too.
Yeah, that's the.
That would be amazing.
Basolus
actually.
has subscribed to me for another month. Thank you, Basolus. I will not kill you.
10
you continue to
months
give me
of
money.
this.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro.
Why does he continue to give you money?
I appreciate his continued moneying.
We keep trying to warn him off, but he just doesn't
Yeah,
listen.
You gave me, look, Stannis, you gave me a gay crown. That's
Oh
actually
no,
kind
the
of
gay crown.
The pride crown.
Nah,
You
we
gave
all
me-
know the
Oh.
author is too dumb to actually use that. I mean,
At least it's not the
More or
Black
less.
Lives Matter one.
oh,
True.
God, yeah. Well, before Twitch bans us, I'm gonna cut that conversation right there, and we'll save that for the after credits. Now, I will say, we will see you all on Friday, not Wednesday, Friday, because the world building stream is a primarily interactive stream, and if we can't get people like Stannis here in to really kick up the conversation, there's not much point in having it.
I think we should, at least for now, until I get my shift moved, I think we should probably reschedule it to not Wednesday.
Well, that is the plan. Right now, it's on hiatus until we figure out a day that the majority of us can all collectively get here.
I have
Until-
nothing to do for the next like 2 months.
Right?
So
I know you don't have
My weekends are always free. I'll tell you that.
All right, we'll figure it out on Friday. Anyway, so we will see you all next time, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the usual times. Be there or be a square, because this is Fanfiction Contempt Theater, and there is always more,
Cube.
and it always gets worse.